Welcome back, everybody. Andy Curtis filling in for Curtis Grevenance. Tonight we're going to take a look at Lewistown right now, a live look at the lovely lights of Lewistown. Things are looking pretty clear out there at the moment. Roads have a little bit of snow and ice on them, so as always, be careful when you're driving around, especially at night, but not too worse for the wear around there. Taking a trip to Helena next. Temperatures aren't too bad, actually, compared to the rest of the state. 35 degrees now, feels like 31 degrees. That's because there's a slight breeze, just 5 miles per hour coming in, knocking down that feels like temperature a little bit. But we should be lucky if you happen to be in the capital city right now, because 35 degrees, I know it might seem cold, but it's a whole heck of a lot warmer compared to Great Falls. 15 degrees is what it says on the thermometer, but it doesn't feel like that if you're going outside. It feels like 5 degrees right now around the Electric City. Wind is 7 miles per hour. Earlier, they were under, the whole area of Cascade County was under a winter weather advisory. That has since been lifted and has actually moved north. We'll take a look at just exactly where just in a few seconds, but temperatures around the state to give you some perspective. 9 degrees in Cut Bank, 14 in Havre, 24 in Lewistown, Jordan 12, Glendive right here behind me is 12, and take a look at that compared to the other side of the state, the western part of the state. Missoula 34 degrees, Kalispell 36, Bozeman a comfortable 31 degrees for that game that's going on right now. So a real divide, right, pretty much down the middle of the state as far as the temperature goes. There's that watches and warnings that I was talking about. It shifted from Judith Basin, Marr, and Cascade County. That's where it was focused starting last night at 11 o'clock, and it should have went until 11 o'clock tonight, but they've lifted it and they've moved it up north. I'll get out of the way. We take a little bit closer look at exactly where it's at. This is going to last until 11 o'clock tonight. Choteau, Fergus, Hill, Liberty, Blaine County. 2 inches of snow can be expected, so that means some ice on the roads if you're traveling around there, especially at night. Always be careful of that. Colder temperatures that we just saw. Feels like 5 degrees, even cooler than that in this area. And of course, we got that wind that's going to be blowing around, and that's going to carry over into tomorrow just a little bit, but then it should come back. We got a small, or at least it was at the beginning of the show. Looks like they changed their minds on us. There was an avalanche warning in this part around the Rocky Mountain front. They were expecting up to 19 inches up in the higher elevations around there as of earlier today and into tonight. So here's what is causing all of that. It's a storm moving from the west. They're calling it a Pineapple Express, settling around right suspiciously where that winter weather advisory was, at least for tonight. A little bit more in our forecast coming from the west coast off the Pacific. Starts out as rain over there, of course. You don't need a science degree to figure this out. As it gets up to us, turns into snow. So we'll be seeing snow tomorrow and Sunday, kind of on and off all day. Wind, though, won't be that big of a deal immediately. Tonight, it's kind of calm. It's really calm, actually, and that's going to last into Saturday. So the weekend should be looking pretty good for most of the state. There'll be snow, temperatures will be cold, but the wind won't be out whipping, so that'll be a big plus. It won't feel too bad on Saturday, but it'll come out on Sunday for sure. It'll make you pay for that nice Saturday. Winds getting up into the 20, 25, maybe even 30 miles per hour in good chunks of the state. That'll come and go for most of the day. Start to cool up, or cool down, that is, as far as speed-wise once we get into Monday. Friday, just here's what we're finishing things off with that snow that I was just talking about. And here it is on Saturday, coming in and out, more on the west side of the state over the divide than the rest of the state, but still. Sunday, we can see some more snow as well. Similar situation into Monday. Less on Monday, but snow on and off Saturday and Sunday. And just a little deeper look at how many inches that we can expect to see over the next couple of days. 7-day forecast, real quick look in the Great Falls area. 28 degrees tomorrow with that snow, like I was saying. 27 on Sunday, 28 on Monday. We jump back up into the balmy 36, 42 Tuesday and Wednesday as things start to dry out, snow-wise, at least for a little bit. In Helena, temperatures very similar, a few degrees difference. We're in the 30s, right below the freezing mark. But the big temperature you have to pay attention to is at night. We're getting down into the low teens. So it will be cold all day, even colder at night. So snow aside, always something you have to pay attention to. And here's something else you always have to pay attention to. This man right here, Sam Wise-Hoyle. Sam, what's coming up in sports? I know what's coming up in sports. A lot of big stuff.
Man is a stretch. Hey, coming up in sports, we're talking